Okay, welcome guys to another vlog about traveling across Mexico. And this time we're gonna talk about different things you have to do when you come to Mexico. And first we have an introduction. Mexico is one of the most popular countries to travel if you love the culture. In top 5 countries with the biggest gastronomic culture, uh, the gastronomic in Mexico is really big. It's about tacos, pozole, I don't know, many, many things to eat here. Uh, if the history is the principal requirement to visit a new country, believe me, you will shock when you know and discover the diversity of the cultures who was in Mexico many years ago. And the results impossible to talk about Mexico without making a mention of the people who lives there. And they're really warm, lovely, and spicy persons. And really, when you come to Mexico, you can go out around to people about many things, and they're gonna be really lovely with you. You can do it. This it's impossible they be aggressive with you. The first view about this once mentioned all those things, these particularities of Mexico. In the next histories, you'll have a really great guide to get the best experience while you're in this beautiful country, eating, visiting to the best places to take great photographs, and more. Let's eat.
Hello everyone. Today we will to talk about first thing you need to know about Mexico. Day of the Dead. It is celebrated on November 1st and 2nd is celebrated throughout the country. I recommend this tradition as it is one of the most important for our country and one of the most beautiful. It is customary to put an offering to those relatives who have already left. The offering carriers cempasúchil flowers, colored paper picado, incense, and the offering's favorite food. It is also customary to spend the whole night at the grave of those loved ones, and adore it with flowers and food. Independence Day anniversary. I choose this early tradition because it is a great time for our country as we celebrate our independence. On the night of September 15th, it is customary for the president in turn to go out to the National Palace to give the so-called Grito de Dolores, which is how the call met by the priest Don Miguel Hidalgo to begin the rebellion for the struggle for the independence of Mexico is known. It is customary to make it a festivity full of color, typical food, mezcal and mariachi music. You can enjoy a lot of typical food of our country, such as pozole, tostadas, tacos, mezcal, tequila, and many other things. Papantla flyers. I choose this other tradition because it is something unique that you can only find here in Mexico. This tradition has no specific date. It is a ritual that takes place mainly in Papantla, Veracruz. They usually do a series of dances and movements before climbing a trunk 30 meters high. Once up, they are tied to rope that are tied to the pole and go down while they go around, and the so-called caporal usually plays the flute at the top of the pole. You can also enjoy the typical food and the state of Veracruz, as well as its beautiful regions. As the last celebration I choose was Reyes Day. It, it is one of the most important in our country, as it is a day where you can meet with the whole family. It celebrated on January 6th, He gets used to eating a donut, which is sweet bread with caramelized fruit on top, and inside he has hidden a small plastic doll. The trade is shared with several people or family members to see who has touched the doll or not. Whoever discovers the doll hid his piece of thread must make the habit of inviting the tamales on Candelaria's day. To the rest that did not touch them doll. He disliked that he does not accept at all for not watching to invite the tamales.
In Mexico, we have a great of representative and delicious dishes. If you visit the country, there are some of the dishes you must try during your stay. The first thing you should try are the tacos. This is a great variety of tacos, for example, pastor, suadero, longaniza, campechano, among many others. These are accompanied with by vegetables, suka, cilantro, and onion and spicy sauce. Another dish you must try is pozole. These are several types of pozole. It can be green, red, or white. This dish is butty and is made with corn grain. It can be with pork or chicken. It also has radishes, lettuce, chopped and onion, and is accompanied with a spicy sauce and toast with cream and cheese. You must try also mole. This dish is a typical of the state of Puebla. It is a mixture of different chiles and ground spice. This dish is really delicious and is regularly accompanied with chicken or meat, rice, and corn tortillas. These are some of the most representative dishes of Mexico, but there is a really extensive gastronomy. Some other dishes you should try are enchiladas, tlayudas, cochinita a la pibil, barbacoa, carnitas, chiles en nogada, tamales, tacos dorados, among many others.
The third thing about things you need about Mexico, we have the best places to go in this country. Chichen Itza, Yucatan, one of the seven wonders of the world. Continuing with the best nations and industrial civilizations, we find Chichen Itza. This place, considered one of the seven wonders of the world, is the world's most famous ruin of the Maya culture. Its translation or meaning will be mode of the well of the weather's sorcerers. Like the previous one, it is not known if it was a place of settlement of complex dedicated to ceremonies or both of these. Next, we have the Torre Latina. This is at CTMX. And the Latin America Tower has a museum dedicated to different political, social, and cultural aspects of Mexico. For this reason, we will see unpublished objects and documents from New Spain to independence and the beginning of revolution, in addition to an incredible view in the entire city. When you get at the top of this tower, you're gonna have the incredible, really incredible view of the CDMX. Next, one of my favorites, Bahías de Huatulco, Oaxaca. Huatulco is of my favorite places to go to the beach. Um, Overall beaches in Mexico is my personal. I prefer Huatulco. Huatulco has a virgin base and beaches, what means that there are not many people in there. That's fantastic to take a break from the rest of the world. Huatulco is a tourist region of Mexico, state of Oaxaca, with white sand beaches and the Pacific coast. The region is made of 9 bays, including the popular tourist port of Cala Santa Cruz Bay. Tancolunda Bay has a luxury tourist hotels and golf course. In the inland community of La Crucecita, there are restaurants and shops around the central square. If you come to Mexico and you want to go to a beach, um, well, we have at Cancun, but Cancun is really popular on the people, and there are many people in this place. And then if you prefer places are lonely, you have to go to Valles Huatulco. And of my natal Tepoztlan, Morelos. Speaking of my home state, I really love this part. I have a great landscape, good places to have a drink, and eat typical food of the state of the rest of the country. We have many things to eat here. Tepoztlan is a Mexican town outside of Mexico City. If you go to Mexico City, it's really very close from these places. You can go to the Latin Tower. Uh, you can go to I don't know. Uh, many you have many places to go in the CDMX, but very close. We have Morelos, the Tepoztlan. It's really close. So uh, it's now the figure of birthplace of Quetzalcoatl, the Aztec god represented with the father serpent, and for its weekly handicraft market. A steep path leads the Aztec pyramid of Teposteco on the top on the top of a hill above the city. When you get to the top, you're gonna have this view. Really beautiful. And then this is all from my part. See you in the next vlog.
Is it safe to travel to Mexico? The security with the Russian collaboration with the Security Council has brought too many good things to Mexico. Based the Mexican Constitution supports foreign policy and international cooperations actions to its Article Section X. Mexico participation in the security and a series of benefits the following stand out. Assumes responsibilities in the only United Nations body whose decisions are binding. The country gains prestige and respect at the same time be present in the showcase. The knowledge acquired is part of a usable asset not only in the future, and it's a platform that catalyzes the diversification of relations with the exterior, creating new alliances. Thanks.